Hey, Dave Fannin here with the Body Form Personal Training Fitness Bootcamps, and I wanted to answer your Fit Over 50 questions today. I'm getting probably the same 8 to 10 questions every week about our Fit Over 50 program through Facebook and once clients come in. And I want to answer those questions for you if you've been looking at our Fit Over 50 program and you're hesitant, which is completely justifiable. It can be intimidating to join a program if you're out of shape or overweight, or even if you're in shape, but it's a new experience, because it's really easy to say, you got to get out of your comfort zone when you're like sitting behind a computer, or you're not actually out of your comfort zone, because when you're out of your comfort zone, it's very uncomfortable. So we try to minimize that, take you into a non-intimidating atmosphere, and basically we'll hold your hand through the process and get you to where you need to be. And so the most common questions that I've been getting, and I want to answer those too for you today. And so number one is, I have previous injuries and physical limitations. Can I still do this? 80% of my clients are overweight and out of shape when they get there. With my clients that tend to be over 40, 50, or 60s, everyone at some point has some type of limitation. You've had a car wreck, shoulder injuries, knee injuries, surgeries. We can work around nearly everything. I have a grandmother in our program that has one arm and she's in her 60s. We've had people with hip replacements. We have people with spinal fusions. There's people with gastric bypass. All of these things are normal. And I've yet to come up against anything that I can think of that would keep you out of the program other than your own hesitancy. There's very few physical limitations that you can come into this program, because it's designed for people that have some limitations, and we're aware and cognizant of that, to get you from out of shape and overweight to lighter, leaner, and stronger in a short amount of time safely. So that's how we do it. And literally, because you got to remember, we work with hundreds, if not thousands, of clients every year. We have thousands of exercises to choose from. So yes, even previous injuries and physical limitations we can work around. I'm overweight and extremely out of shape. I don't know if I can keep up in this program. Is this for me? Again, it's designed for you to show up on your very first day, out of shape, overweight, and if you've never ever worked out before, totally fine. We're going to show you how to do everything in the gym and how to make your diet work. We hold your hand through the process. And what I try to convey to people is kind of like, if you're at the bottom of the mountain and you being in good physical condition that you can maintain the rest of your life, and Fit Over 50 is designed to build sustainable habits. It's like a mountain guide. We're going to go right up that mountain with you, and we're going to make sure you get to the top. That's our job, to stay right with you and make sure you get up to the top and get back down safely and in the best shape of your life. So you're supposed to be out of shape and overweight on your first day. That's what we expect, and that's what we are trained to work with and get you from where you're at to where you want to be. And what you will be surprised by is how fast it happens. That's why I've been doing more interviews with girls that have been in our program for like 7 to 14 days, is how fast you start getting into better shape, because you're designed to feel good and designed to be strong. And so we get you where you need to be quickly. Number 3, I'm in my 60s. Is this program for me? Yes. Normally, in the last 10 years that I've been in business, we've been working with overweight and out of shape women mostly. About 80% come in at their heaviest weight ever, and mostly 20s, 30s, 40s, some 50s. But then at the beginning of this year, literally every day starting in January, I was sitting down with at least one client that was in their 50s. And so after a while, like by June, I just said, well, we just need to have a Fit Over 50 program, and call them in and raise our hand and say, here we are, come on over here, so you know you're in the right place. And so we've been working with women in their 50s and 60s, and we're still looking for that early 70s, even though some of my ladies are 69 and about to be 70. So it's designed, yes, for women in their 60s, completely fine. It's still designed for you. And what you need to know is you will not be working out with girls that are 20, because nobody needs that, especially when you're just trying to get back into the gym and get your feet on you. Where are you located? We're in West Fort Worth at 7th and University. If you know where Casa Manana, the Modern Art Museum, and Eddie V's or Blue Sushi, right there on that corner, we're right in that neighborhood. And that's, you can get there from university, you can get there from 30, usually pretty quickly. And you can Google that intersection. That gives you an idea of exactly where we're at. That's a very common question because it needs to be close and convenient. And if you're seeing this video, you're probably somewhere nearby. I have a very busy schedule. What hours are available? We train according to your schedule. It's still personal training, even though we do it in a small group of like 2 to 3 women with one coach. You still schedule as needed. And we train from 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday, and from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturdays. Can you get 2 to 3 30-minute workouts within those time frames every week? If the answer is yes, then you can get into our schedule. And it's designed that way. People even call me and they're like, hey, I have a job. Well, everybody I have works. So we know how to work with that. 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. We can get you in every 30 minutes. Will I be working out with people my age or all ages? You're working out with women that are in the Fit Over 50 program. If you're in this program, it's around 45 to 48. Some of the girls go, hey, I'm 48 and I want to get into this. And I say, okay, because that's where they want to be. But you won't be with any girls that are 20, 25, 30. It's all women that have qualified and are in the Fit Over 50 program, and your peers. Is this a boot camp? Absolutely not. Boot camps have a place and a time, and I own some, and I do have boot camps in some of my programs, but this is small group coaching. This is still personal training. The training is adjusted to your needs and where you're at that day, and to get you from where you're at to where you want to be very quickly. So it's not a boot camp. It's not one size fits all with a little bit of supervision, like one coach and like 60 people, and it's not outdoors. It's indoors in a controlled environment, so you have some control and safety. And that coach, even if he's with you and 2 other girls, he's going to be right there with you, usually within 3 or 4 feet. He's right there with you, making sure that you're in the right spot, you're doing the right thing, and that you're safe. How regimented is the eating plan? I'm vegetarian, I have limitations, lactose intolerant, can't cook, I only eat out, I travel. All these things can be worked with. Here's the deal when it comes to nutrition. I'm looking for a personalized nutrition program. It's very much individualized to you, because what I've found is, after doing thousands of nutritional consults, is no 2 people eat alike. So, 1, your nutrition program has to be 1, simple, 2, effective, 3, sustainable. And I've worked around everything from bariatric surgery, vegetarians, low carb, high protein, you name it, wherever you're at, and people that literally eat out 3 times a day, because that's their lifestyle. That has to be worked with, and we can still get you results, and we can still work and find a nutrition program that works for you, that's simple, effective, and sustainable. I have never worked out. Can I do this? Absolutely. It's designed for you to walk in and never having walked into a gym before, which is fine. It's intimidating, and we understand that. So we're going to take you and we're going to show you how to do everything, and you're going to do it safely, and it's going to be effective. And we stay right there with you. And that's completely fine. I mean, there's no better time to start than now. And if you need to realize, it's like if you've made it into your 40s, we say that, the real deal is exercise is kind of optional up until about 40, 45. And then bad habits or lack of exercise will start catching up to you. At 50, exercise is essential for you to longevity, independence, health, well-being, cognitive function. There's no downside, but it's essential. And if you want to see what real aging in America looks like, go to a nursing home. It's isolation, debilitation, decay, doctor's visits, and drugs. And that's no way to spend from your 60s to your 90s. If you're exercising, you can get on a plane, you can go to Europe, you can get off, you can go have fun, you can have sex, you can go where you want to be, you can keep up with your grandkids. There's no downside. You got to pull the trigger now. How long are the sessions? 30 minutes. About 6 years ago, we changed from hour sessions to 30 minutes. We say twice the results in half the time. You can find 30 minutes 2 to 3 times per week to get results. And nobody's ever asked to go 35 minutes. It just works. That's the top 10 questions. So really, what do you have to lose? You have nothing to lose. Your questions are answered. The application is above or below this video, and if you've applied before and we've tried to reach out to you and you kind of like dodged our call, or you decided you had done enough to, like, take that step, that's cool. Just reapply and we'll reach out to you and get you a consult on the phone and then see what's the next step. So I hope this helps you. I hope it answers some of your most common questions. And I'm Dave Finn. I hope you're my next success story. If you like this video, like it, share it, and comment below. And I'll talk to you guys later.